everybody, welcome back to the TV Guide, guys. As always, I am James, and you know what? Today, I am living the dream.
Why is that?
Because I'm here with the two of you. We're recording at night.
It's a Saturday night, too. It's nice.
Across from me is obviously our producer extraordinaire, Carlos. Normally, he's Mr. Living the Dream. But today, it's me. You know what?
You know what? Sometimes I'm living the dream. You know, I take it from him sometimes.
And obviously, next to me, dubbed his new nickname, the CKC, the CrossFit King of Connecticut, is Andy. I want to start off.
Such a great nickname.
Thank you.
It is. It's good. Yeah. I thought of that a while ago. I've been sitting on that for a while.
Have you really?
Yeah, because when was that PR?
That was a couple
Weeks ago. As soon as I saw it, I'm like, oh, I'm going to integrate that. But, okay. So, first of all, let me start off by saying, fuck you both. Okay?
That's aggressive.
Well, we're going to have a battle, and I'm trying to amp myself up.
Well, you have to, especially before a loss.
Take a
But
sip,
that's aggressive.
Take a sip, Junior.
So, Andy, take it away. Tell the folks what we're doing today.
Oh, this is a good one. We are doing probably the best show, Game of Thrones, versus like the 10th best show, Last Kingdom.
So we're having a battle today. We are doing Game of Thrones versus The Last Kingdom, which is on Netflix, 5 seasons and a movie.
Only on Netflix. It's not good enough to be on anything else, but okay. I'm Team Game of Thrones, if you didn't know.
Okay, but you're also only on HBO and nothing else, so you still only have one channel.
HBO is awesome.
So is Netflix.
Netflix has gone way downhill.
Oh, I thought you loved Stranger Things. I thought you loved all the shows that they have.
But
the original
HBO
content.
shows are better than Netflix shows.
Can we get to the intro before you and I start fist fighting?
Yes, chef.
Fucking Jesus Christ.
Ooh, he threw it.
Just so everybody knows, there's going to be a lot of swear words in this episode. There's going to be a lot of...
Little fingers.
There's going to be a lot of shit talking in this episode. So it is the two boys over here against me. If you didn't notice, I'm wearing an Uhtred of Bebbanburg shirt. So I'm taking The Last Kingdom. These guys are going to take Game of Thrones. Whatever they say, just so you know, Carlos absolutely loves Last Kingdom.
I do like Last Kingdom.
And Andy, you don't love it like I love it or he loves it, but you're a fan.
I do. I watched the show, yeah.
Now, listen, Game of Thrones, I absolutely love. So pretty much anything I say is just going to be to rile the two of you up and to talk shit. I also love it. I've seen it 1 through 8. I can't tell you how many times.
Yeah, let's not talk about 8, but yeah.
Oh, 8's coming up.
Oh,
I loved
so is the movie of Last Kingdom that's coming up.
Didn't even watch it.
Okay, fair enough. So who wants to kick this off? Obviously, we jumped right in. What?
All right, you know what? Fuck it. Let's just go right at it. You know what? Main character, Uhtred the Bebbanburg, right?
Yeah,
okay.
name your main character. You don't have one.
There's so many.
Right, that's the point.
Listen,
That's better.
Why is that better? Too many storylines. I get jumbled.
how is it? Listen, how is it too many storylines? I mean, first of all, none of them even get finished by the end. But, all right, so
Okay, admit it. There are a ton of storylines versus Last Kingdom.
That's why it's awesome.
Last Kingdom is no. Now I'm not even battling. I'm just saying the little history of each show.
Yeah.
Thrones has a ton of side stories that all kind of jumble into one. Kingdom has a pretty central story that again, there's some side missions, if you will. But
yeah. I mean, and that's exactly why Game of Thrones is a more dynamic and better show. There's more going on.
Correct.
More stories, more situations. Now, can we talk about this guy, Uhtred, son of Uhtred of Bebbanburg?
What do you want to say?
I went through a big part of the show not standing that dude.
Okay.
Couldn't stand him.
Okay.
How are you going to turn your back on your family? Not just once, not just twice, multiple times.
Okay.
Did he turn his back on his family for people who openly
Don't give a shit about him.
don't give a shit about him?
Well, he is true to his word.
He's a sucker.
Facts.
Okay.
But he's not true to his word because he wasn't true to his family's word
Okay, but also
on multiple times.
But also, this show is actually based on a real character. We're not just making shit up so everything's just, the way that you want it at the end of the day.
It was loosely based on the new character.
Oh, okay, but still based. He still did these things in real life.
Yes,
So
he was a
we can
real
talk shit
person.
on the real Uhtred.
But we're not talking about a real Uhtred. We're talking about
Yeah, but the show's
The Last Kingdom.
the show's portrayal is based on real events. So
loosely.
okay, that's fine. But
All right, so it's even worse. He was a sucker in real life.
And a sucker in the show.
And a sucker in the show.
okay, that's fine. But your show can go in any direction that it wants, just to make the people happy.
And it did. It made everybody happy.
Yeah, season 8 made everybody happy, huh?
I liked season 8.
Yeah.
All right,
great.
Let's not talk about season 8, and we won't talk about the
Why?
movie.
Season 8 was awesome.
We know you're lying. Season 8 is awful.
Season 8 was great.
So you wanted Bran to become the king.
Yeah, who else
That
would be
was
king?
so awful.
You wanted all of that to happen. You wanted Daenerys to burn down whatever.
Yeah, she was getting revenge for
I
what
did
happened
want
to
her to do what she did, yes.
She was getting revenge for
Absolutely.
what their family did to her family.
I did want her to burn that whole fucking city down.
Yeah, I don't disagree. Season 8 is how many episodes? And they crammed how much into it?
Oh, ridiculous amount.
It's awful. It's awful.
It's great.
Daenerys, to me, she became who she became because of everyone else around her failed her. Everyone did her wrong at the end. You expect her not to go crazy? You expect her to go a little crazy?
But in the world of the show, she went crazy far too quick. Because she went crazy within an episode. Instead of, that wouldn't happen. You know what I mean?
But you don't know the time
The
frame.
build-up-
You don't know the time frame of the episode just because it's the next episode later. It could have been months.
Another problem with the show. The show moved too quickly towards the end. 7 and 8.
No, it did. Listen, season 8 and 7.
Season 7 was awesome.
You guys know what I'm going to bring up. Season 7, when they're beyond the wall,
Oh, God.
and they send Gendry
You
back
gotta
to the
understand,
wall.
though, this is just a TV show.
Right, I understand.
It's a TV. They
But
have
it's-
dragons in it. It's not real.
But it's still okay. But he was technically just a human that they sent to
How do we know
run in
that?
the snow.
How do we know that?
Listen, he was a runner. He was a track star. All right? He made
He's
it
a
there.
runner. He's a track star.
We don't know how fast he could have truly ran.
Yeah, and then he sends a fucking pigeon all the way to Daenerys, and all of a sudden she shows up the next day.
What if that pigeon could fly real fast? We don't know.
Right.
Yeah, apparently it can fly real
What
fast.
if he was a very aggressive, their best?
And who knows? They could have been out there for days.
Right.
Okay, listen.
We don't know how long they're truly out there for.
No,
Right.
you're absolutely right. Let's not talk about
They could have been for days.
that kind of...
Right. Like, how long would it take that lake to freeze over like that? Pretty hard. I mean, maybe that takes more than one day to freeze over like that.
Definitely does.
Definitely does, right?
So,
And especially to have the thickness, to have the weight of that
for
many
all those
zombies.
guys to,
It had to have been a couple of days
exactly.
to freeze over that thick to carry such weight of such an army.
Mm-hmm.
He's fast.
Yeah, he's fast. I'm just saying.
Are you two done sucking each other's dicks? Can we talk now?
But
Jesus
that was
Christ.
awesome because that was like the Suicide
Andy,
Squad.
you're right. What do you think, Carlos? I think you're right.
We're just right because it's true. It could happen.
This
He's back at
episode,
you're wrong.
this episode might not even make it to air. Jesus Christ.
Better.
No, listen. Both of you admit it. It was poorly done.
Nah. It was great.
You don't think it was rushed at all?
That was my favorite episode.
In all seriousness.
That was my favorite episode. Probably one of my favorite episodes.
No, actually, no, I agree with you. Very, very good episode. The seasons were too crammed together compared to what we had in the beginning.
I agree.
Yes.
No, all right. No, that I give you. Yeah, for sure. 7 cram, 8 ridiculously cram.
I don't think 7 was crammed that bad.
What they closed. There were so many storylines that they just kind of
They had to close very quickly.
They make sense. They looked like they were closed just for the sake of argument. Of
What
closing.
else? Like what storyline was shut down quick at season 7? Names.
I'm not saying the actual. I'm just saying everything happened very quickly. Like the battles and wars and stuff were only one episode. Think about the war in season 2 and 3 where Robb is in war, the War of the Five Kings. Technically, that took almost 2 full seasons.
That was a long time.
All of a sudden, the battle for King's Landing was one episode, and Daenerys wiped everybody out.
Well, she has dragons, bro.
No, again, Andy, I understand, but it was rushed.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
It was rushed, and part of it was because now listen, you guys can fight with me all you want. George R.R. Martin is the culprit here. he had nothing for them to go off of, so they just kind of wrote what they felt was right.
I mean, truthfully, too, is they were done with the show, and they were ready to move on to the Star Wars thing that never even ended up happening.
The two writers,
Yes, so they pushed it, rushed it, ended it, so they can go and do that. Right, it never happened.
Right.
Yeah.
So I guess what we're saying is we should storm the gates of their house and tell them why they're wrong. But
now, listen, Last Kingdom that didn't happen with. There was no rushing in Last Kingdom.
Well, that's what makes it even worse.
It was paced much better.
Yeah, but it makes it even worse because that movie at the end was not. It was not their best work.
No, I consider the movie not a separate entity, but much different. They should have made it. They should have made another season if they wanted to go that route.
It was much different in the point of the rest of the seasons were good and the movie was not.
If the Last Kingdom ended how it did, just like they win the war and that's it, it'd been fine.
I don't think the movie affects the seasons as much as season 8 affects Game of Thrones.
I'll give you that.
Yeah,
I'll give you that. Yeah, no, I'll give you that one.
Season 8 takes the other seasons down a notch because they're all linked together. The movie of Last Kingdom, if I never see it again, okay. If I watch it again, okay. It doesn't affect those 5 seasons.
So is that the only reason why you think The Last Kingdom is better than Thrones?
Those 5 seasons of television, in my eyes, are 100% perfect.
Really?
I think. Well, I'm saying.
You don't think
hold on. In terms of
right.
pacing, there's obviously flaws in the show. There's flaws in every single show.
Because
in terms of pacing, everything is paced properly. Everything is kind of buttoned up at the end without feeling like, why did that just happen?
I feel like the character of was that Sigtrygger? I thought it was kind of rushed. He was in for a couple episodes.
Sigtrygger, yeah.
Yep. Then Uhtred has to kill him.
Yes,
I was like,
but
dude, come on, man. Like he was all. I
liked
just
him
liked
as a
him. I
character.
liked him.
Yeah,
I liked him
as a
too.
character.
I agree. Now, mind you, they're also different style of shows. Thrones is something that we have the same cast from season 1 to season 8. Last Kingdom tends to have different villains every season. Season 1 we have Ubba and Uhtred. Season 2 we have the brothers. Mm-hmm. Season 3 we have Skade and Bloodhair. Then season 4.
Who does he fight when he kills Ethelwald? Haston?
Oh no! For the record, he was fighting his people
again. He was fighting his people. Yeah.
Again.
His own people.
Yeah. All right, we get it. Yeah, we get it. You don't like his choices, okay?
Yeah,
he's true to his word.
No, he's not.
I don't like Jon Snow's choices either.
Me either.
Okay, all right then.
Right, like, hold on. You know, let's talk about Jon Snow for a second. Battle of the Bastards, right? Battle of the Bastards.
Best episode of the series, in my opinion.
Of the entire series or that season?
I like the one where she blows up the Sparrow. The whole Worlds of Winter.
That's the next
Worlds
episode.
of Winter, right?
Winds of Winter.
Winds of Winter.
Winds of Winter is actually the number one. I think
that might be my
rated
favorite one.
That's my favorite episode.
Listen, the music in that episode is so good with those little sparrows.
The score, those violins.
Does the Last Kingdom have good music?
Huh?
Does Last Kingdom even have good music?
Yeah.
I don't.
Not compared to Game of Thrones.
I don't think so.
It's not even close.
Listen,
does Last Kingdom have an orchestra? Like Game of Thrones does?
I'm sure they try, but
no. Listen, I am the underdog here. This is a much lower budget show than Game of Thrones for certain. Yes. I know. I understand that. I know that. Game of Thrones is winning Emmys. It's primetime television when it was on. Last Kingdom is just my personal how I feel about between the two. And we also knew that we could argue with each other and hate each other.
Do they make Last Kingdom cups like this?
For the record, folks, these are House of Dragon cups, which aren't even in the battle.
Well, they're tied to Game of Thrones.
No, there's no Game of Thrones characters in House of Dragon whatsoever.
But
there's no crossover.
But House of Dragons is a spinoff of Game of Thrones.
Prequel.
It's a prequel. Thousands and thousands of years. It's not anything that...
I'm just saying, do they make cups like that?
I don't think they do.
I could buy the Game of Thrones cup easily at Walmart.
Yep.
Give me my phone. I'll buy I have Last Kingdom shirt. You don't think they have a cup, you stupid fuck?
I mean...
Listen, that was bought on Etsy and someone printed it in their basement. Let's be real.
Yeah.
Etsy, right? Something like that.
Something
Go on fucking Amazon right now and look up Last Kingdom merch.
Don't get mad.
You don't need to. It's a stupid argument.
You know what? Right, because we can go to Walmart
I'm buying a Game
Target.
of Thrones shirt, no problem.
All day long.
Last Kingdom
Go to
shirt?
Walmart right now and find me a Game of Thrones shirt at Walmart in stock in the store.
They'll have something there.
They'll have something.
Or a Jon Snow action figure. Uhtred action figure? I don't
All
think
day.
they have one.
Right. No way.
I don't think so.
I guarantee I can go to the action figure section of Target and find something.
I think so.
No, you can't.
Absolutely.
You think
You
you,
don't
can find
think-
a Jon Snow action figure in Target right now?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, why not?
Or I can buy a book.
You know what?
Let's go right now and grab
Go,
it.
you dumb fuck. Go.
You know what we're not finding for sure? Fucking Uhtred. All right? We're not finding Uhtred. We at least have a shot.
I
find
didn't
the
say
Game of Thrones
you were.
We won't find a Last Kingdom t-shirt at Spencer's.
Ooh, that's low.
You'll find
That's
one.
low.
at
Hot topic.
Hot Topic.
Carlos, we were just at Hot Topic. There are no Game of Thrones stuff either.
What?
Was there?
No, not shirts. No.
What about FYE?
First of all, that was a while ago. And I'm sure they updated their roster since.
I doubt it. That store is going out of business like the rest of the
Oh, that's
Crystal
right.
Mall.
The whole mall's going out of
They
business.
just got bought by whoever. Didn't they?
It'll probably be the next Amazon warehouse.
I mean, I can buy the Game of Thrones books. Can I buy a book on Last Kingdom?
I can buy Last Kingdom books by Bernard Cornwall on Amazon right now. That's what they're
Are they
based
better
off
than the
of.
Game of Thrones books? No.
I don't read, Andy. That's why we're the TV guide guys. We're not the I like to read
I'm
guys.
just saying Game of Thrones is dominant.
I'm not denying that I am the underdog here. We're not going to actually
Right.
get
We
it.
win.
They dominate merch,
Yep.
right? They dominate ratings. They dominate the books.
Even the characters are better in Game of
The
Thrones.
characters.
Then why are we having this argument? We're 20 minutes in. Why are we doing this then?
Listen,
There's no argument to be had?
Because you are just so set on saying the Last Kingdom is better than
Yeah,
Thrones.
I like it better. I don't get a personal opinion.
You do.
Okay.
But it's their opinions. We're saying facts.
What's the fact?
That there's more Game of Thrones merch than Last Kingdom merch.
Oh, and so everything's based on merch now? I don't
The
understand.
music's better. The acting's better.
right. The character development's better.
We have better characters on Game of Thrones.
The only,
and
the
also,
only, the only, hold on. The only thing I'll give Last Kingdom is Uhtred is one hell of a fucking fighter,
his boys are also great
and
fighters.
his boys and his crew, his band of merry men.
Will beat anyone from Game of Thrones.
Yes,
I think I'll put Uhtred up against anybody in Game of Thrones for sure.
as a fighter.
As a
100%.
It's a head up one-on-one fighter. Yeah, I put him up against anybody.
But you take those three. Well, who else fights?
Uhtred, Citric, and Finnan. I don't know.
Against the whole, like, Jaime, Jon Snow, Mountain. Like, there's more fighters in Game of Thrones than in Last Kingdom.
Yeah, but is
okay,
it one hand
okay,
Jamie or
but-
two hand Jamie?
They even give him one hand Jaime. They still have,
Oh, one hand
they
Jamie
still
doesn't
have the
have a
Hound.
shot
They
now.
still have the Mountain. They still have these guys. No, if you put them all together and fight these guys, they don't stand a chance.
No, well, if you'd have to
Yeah,
pick three.
I could. Right, I could also pick all of the fucking Vikings that have died.
Right.
I could put the brothers and Bloodhair and all these other
Yeah,
people
you'd have
with
to
them
pick.
too.
You'd have to pick three.
And Leia Fritch and
All right, you know
all
what?
those guys.
Just for the sake of the argument,
Abba?
right? For sake
Yeah.
of argument,
Abba.
what
I like
three
Abba.
from Game of Thrones would you pick to fight Uhtred and his two boys? If you had to choose right now, what three would you pick?
Right now, Uhtred, Citric, and Finnan. Who are you putting against the three
Game
of
of
them?
Thrones, three of them.
Probably the Mountain because he can't die. So that's an easy win.
The Mountain died to. He got killed by Oberyn Martell if he didn't get too
He came back
cocky.
to life.
Yeah.
If he didn't get too cocky.
But he brought back to life, so you can't die.
Okay.
All right,
Okay.
pick three. Mountain.
Okay.
Waiting.
I can't think of characters in Game of Thrones.
Oh God, my bourbon's empty too. Son of
know.
a bitch.
I don't know.
Yeah. What? Barristan Stelmy.
Brienne
Jamie?
of Tarth.
Okay.
All right. You know,
Okay,
you know
okay.
what three I would pick to help you out? Mountain, Oberyn, Arya, Stark. You kidding me?
Bro, what?
Who out of those three, they won't even touch her, bro.
Are you kidding me?
They won't even touch her.
Why?
She should be too quick.
Those guys are quick.
But she's quick.
Citric is fast.
Those
as fuck.
guys are quick.
Fast as fuck,
All right,
boy.
hold on. Hold on this side now.
You don't
You're
think
taking Arya?
Arya against head up against one of those dudes that her size and speed and quickness would be a problem?
No.
No, they're punching her in the face one time while they're
They have
They're
to
not picking
touch
her
her,
up by
though.
her shirt and just like,
They
this
have
is what
to
you
touch
have?
her, though.
Why wouldn't they? She's fighting with swords, dude.
Right. Which is all the reason why
She's not running away.
Speed, when it comes to swordplay, speed is more powerful than strength. The samurais proved it. Their whole entire
She's 4'2".
less of a target to hit.
No,
Dude, no way.
no.
I gotta side with James here. There's no
you
way.
could take if you said the Mountain,
Jaime Lannister with his right hand.
and Barristan Selmy or Bronn,
Ned Stark, maybe.
Bronn or
Bronn.
John or Ned Stark.
You
Maybe.
Nope, you're looking at it from the point of view of strength. And in a sword fight, speed matters.
No, we're not. We're looking at a skill, not strength.
By the end of
Those
the show,
guys have been in how many fights? Arya has fought in how many battles?
but she's still one of the most skilled fighters by the end of it.
Not really.
Not really.
How is she not?
Why,
All
'cause
right,
she kills
so-
the Night King?
All right,
No,
one.
the Valyrian steel dagger killed the Night King. If she didn't have that, it'd be done.
He'd have choked her out.
Exactly.
He would have beat everybody without the night. Without that, that's the only way he can die.
No, they had plenty of Valyrian steel.
Dragon glass.
Yeah, if any of it was gone, they're done.
Yeah.
It doesn't make them skilled fighters. She
Arya
had
got
the-
lucky 'cause
She
she had
had
the
the right
dagger.
tool at the right time. That's it.
Oh, get out
Yeah.
of here.
Her killing the Night King.
No way.
There's no credit of her being a skilled fighter.
Carlos, she was.
She fought Brienne Tarth in the sparring match and took her.
Bro, she was not.
Yeah, and she's a giant, slow.
They were playing with wooden swords.
No, they weren't. They were playing.
No, they
with
were
real
playing with
swords.
real.
We're real.
But Uhtred, Citric, and Finnan would wipe the floor with Brienne of Tarth any day of the week. She's too slow.
Which is why Arya's too quick.
No, my point is Arya and Brienne got in a heated battle that was very close.
Yes.
Brienne fighting any of my three guys doesn't even stand a chance. That means
All
the
right.
gap is huge.
All right.
the
So
Hound.
so would the Hound stand a chance against any of those guys?
No, he's too slow. You think the Hound beats any of those guys?
I don't know.
I think the only one the Hound doesn't beat is Uhtred. I think he can. Now listen, whether he can or can't beat the other two, I think he could beat them just as easy as he could lose to them.
Listen, I'm fine if you want to pick the Hound, but you picking Arya is wild.
No. Listen,
I gotta agree with Hames.
the speed matters in a fight. I don't care what anyone says. If you've
It's
ever,
it's skill, bro.
Yes, but none of those guys are slow.
skill
None of them are
matters
slow.
in a fight. Not
all right,
it's
but you
skill.
know what? No one is all right. If you're in a fight, head up.
Yep.
All right, you're quick. Say you're a quick fighter, good with your hands, and you fight someone who's quicker. Guess what you just became? Slow. So when it comes to a fight, if you're head up, you can be fast. But if you fight someone who's faster, you just became slow.
You think Arya versus Uhtred, Arya's walking away? And
So-
Uhtred's
No.
dying?
I
You're
just
saying-
said Uhtred. There's no one that I would say would beat Uhtred. I said Uhtred would take
you're
anyone
saying
and give him
no
a
one
Okay,
can beat Flash in a fight.
To me, Uhtred's a gangster.
So no one can
Okay.
beat Flash in a fight.
Who?
No one can beat the Flash in a fight.
I'm with you on that. That's my boy.
Okay, fine. That's true. No one can beat Flash in a fight.
All right. So just carry on. Because
One thing that's
You're
also
under
that's
you're-
better. What's Waste Thrones a better show than Last Kingdom is the surprises we get. The Red Wedding was probably the most craziest scene.
especially if you didn't read the books.
Yeah, I didn't know that happened.
Yeah, because I never read the books.
Yep. And that gave us that made me now realize that now shows kind of replicate what Game of Thrones did by put the craziest twists in there.
Yes.
Game of Thrones started that first for TV shows.
What, big twist?
Like that twist happening when they kill
Or killing
Robb
off
Stark and
major
Lady Stark.
characters,
Yeah,
I think.
yeah,
I would
yeah,
agree.
yeah.
I'll give you that. Listen, the
Yeah.
first time I seen Game of Thrones, right? I watched the first season, and again, I've never read the books.
Having Joffrey die at episode 2 of season 4.
No, that didn't mean shit to
Crazy.
me.
No,
It
I
was
know, but you
fucking-
just didn't think that he was gonna die just like
No,
that.
but not even that though. Ned Stark. He was
Oh.
literally the character on the cover of the
And,
episode.
And hold on, back then, by far the most famous character just
Sean
in the
Penn,
world
right?
of celebrities.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
Sean Bean.
Sean Bean.
He'd been
Sean
in
Bean.
Bond movies. He'd been in. I mean,
When you watch that scene, you
He was- I
thought
think he was in Braveheart.
I bet everybody who didn't read the books thought someone was going to save him last second.
100%. I was there with you.
Yep. I remember watching it. My sister was looking at me because she already saw the show, seeing like how would I react. And she was looking at me, and I'm just like standing like, what the fuck just happened? His head just gets flying off in the air. And I was like, wait a minute. They really just cut his head off.
I will agree. They kill off a lot of major characters in a lot of crazy ways.
And you did not think that was going to happen if you didn't know shit. Nobody thought that.
Now,
No, absolutely not.
No.
I don't think Last Kingdom doesn't do it. They don't do it as well. They do have some spin. They do have some spin-offs. Though.
Rita dying was very. I was like, oh shit! I didn't see that.
Bianca dying, I was surprised.
Bianca. Oh yeah.
Father
Yeah,
Bianca.
yep, that scene
I mean,
did get me.
I didn't think he was gonna live the whole episode.
I'll be honest. When Citric kind of betrays him, but it was him and Uhtred's idea.
Yeah.
Can I tell you, I thought that was real the whole time.
Oh, me too.
Like I was heated.
Me too.
Oh,
Heated.
absolutely. Obviously, when Uhtred kills that witch, Skade,
Skade.
and they're like in the water, and we think they're gonna hook up, and then he kills. No. But listen, they still do it.
Yeah.
It's not. I don't think it's as wow factor.
Yeah, it wasn't
as
much of an
Thrones.
impact as Thrones.
Right.
That's why
Yeah.
Thrones
But they
was
do
like.
do
That's
it.
why I was like, dude, I cannot like anybody in the show because they fucking die.
No, you can't get
Like,
attached
what the hell am I
anyway.
what the hell am I gonna
Listen,
do?
Red Wedding is one of the most. I think it's the most watched and crazy things
Yep.
that anybody. I mean,
Oh, when she gets stabbed in the belly, pregnant.
yeah.
Forget about it, bro.
and to have that on TV, HBO or not, I don't care. It's
Yeah.
nuts.
Oh, and they kill the babies because
Yeah.
they figure out that Joffrey's like a bastard son.
Yeah,
That was crazy.
but
Like,
and
they're
that
killing
wasn't
babies
even
in the
as
show.
graphic as stabbing Rob
pregnant-
Stark's
yeah.
wife
And
in the
they
belly.
like show it,
True,
show it
yeah,
happening.
yeah.
Like
Right,
that's,
and then they
that
You
was
can't
a
show
graphic
babies
scene.
dying in this, dude. You can't show.
Right,
that.
then they
That's insane.
split. They slit the mother's throat like right in front. Yeah, okay.
They also had some. Pedro Pascal is in Game of Thrones, legend. What do they have in Last Kingdom?
In terms of what?
A
Actors.
status like Pedro Pascal.
Listen, the big in terms of big name actors,
Even the cameos in Game of Thrones are better.
not
than
as
Last
many.
Kingdoms. Aaron Rodgers was on Game of Thrones.
Was he really?
Yeah, he was a cameo. He was one of the guys who got killed in the when Cersei blew up the King's Landing. He was one of the
Oh,
soldiers.
really?
Yeah.
Oh, Ed Sheeran.
And Sharon. Yep. Oh yeah.
yeah. Now I will say, Game of Thrones, I think, made a lot of actors what they are today
Yeah.
Yeah.
because of Game of Thrones.
And like Peter Dinklage.
I think Peter is
One of
still
the best.
a star, but not the star he is without Thrones.
Absolutely not.
Yeah.
But I think you can say that about almost everybody on Game of Thrones. I think that catapulted them to a different level of stardom.
Even Jason Momoa.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, like I said, I think Sean Bean was the biggest name that they had.
Or Pedro.
He was a star
Pedro was
before
a-
the show.
Pedro was too.
No.
Yeah, he was.
In what?
Pedro, look, if you go to IMDb, there's a bunch of shit he was in. I can't remember.
As a star, though?
I don't think it was a star.
Sean, I would say, was a star. I mean, he
Sean
was,
Bean
in,
was a star.
he was
Yeah,
in Lord of
yeah.
the Rings.
Yeah.
He had definite speaking scenes, and he was a star.
I think Pedro too. though. I'm not-
GoldenEye, he's the main
I'm not
villain.
gonna lie. Look up Pedro like Pascal IMDb before Thrones. I think he was in a bunch of stuff, and you'd be like, oh yeah, that's right. But then like this set, like you said, the show definitely set like actors. Like Sophie Turner is now like Sansa is she's in I think she plays an X-Men movie.
Yeah, she's what's her name?
Not Mystique, was it?
No, she's the other. I forget her name.
Yeah.
No, listen. I think if you guys were gonna pick the
He's in
best,
the Equalizer too.
that's after
Oh, it is after.
Equalizer 2. That's
Oh,
recent.
yeah,
That's
for
recent.
sure. Yeah.
Buffy the Vampire Slayer, Wonder Woman.
2011 though.
Yeah. Nothing really.
Not
Oh,
much.
he's in Charlie's Angels. I didn't know that.
Yeah, but not. I mean,
Yeah, nothing star studded by any means.
Keep going down.
yeah, I don't see anything
yeah,
here that's
no,
jumping out like he's a star.
No, absolutely not. I think Game of
Well,
Thrones
the only
definitely
movie
put
where
him.
he's a star is the Last of Us. Other than that, he's not really.
Yeah, but
anything
that's
else.
only
Oh,
last
and,
year.
and
you know?
Narcos too.
Yeah, that's last year.
Yeah.
What Narcos is in the middle of Thrones.
Now, who would you say the best actor on Game of Thrones is? Tyrion?
Tyrion or Tywin?
Tywin's more of a personal thing. I think Tyrion won more awards, right?
Oh yeah.
I think so. Like,
Now, I'll be honest. Last Kingdom, I would only put Alfred up in that category
I thought
as
he did
fantastic
great. Yeah.
actor.
He was great.
Uhtred I love, but he's not like the best actor alive.
Definitely.
I thought Alfred was phenomenal.
I hate Alfred.
Yeah. But as an actor doing this job,
He was phenomenal.
Yeah.
No, I agree.
I mean, I definitely Game of Thrones has more. Because to me, as far as actor, one of the top ones, just performance.
They needed top actors.
Joffrey.
Oh, he was awesome.
He was such a good actor that he literally had to stop acting, got death threats to him for the show, and had to disappear.
That's how you know.
That's how you know you did a good job.
Him and Ramsey.
Same thing.
Oh, yeah.
Ramsey Bolton is I think both of them are still hated to this day.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
But at least Ramsey has been in other things. I don't think Joffrey has acted since.
Oh, I think you're right. I think he quit.
He quit because of what he
Ramsey's
got
in,
for his
He's
portrayal.
Ramsey's in a movie called The Dirt. You know the band Motley Crue?
Yeah.
It's about them, and he plays one of the he plays the guitar player.
Now you
Okay.
know
Mickey Mars, I
Ramsey auditioned for the Jon Snow part.
Oh, he did?
Yeah, and he didn't get it, and then they said we like you enough to give you something else. But
Yeah.
yeah.
I think I hit got Jon Snow. His face.
But the
bothers me.
satisfaction of
Oh yeah.
him dying, Ramsey dying, like the Winds of Winter, those sparrows dying. Nothing was like. What was better satisfaction than them dying than in Last Kingdom? I don't know. Ethelwald maybe. Yeah,
Ethelwald
him dying,
was good,
but his death kind of sucked.
It was kind of anticlimactic, but I'm
Yeah.
happy I got to see.
I mean,
it.
yeah, okay, we're all happy he died.
and they had to save Ragnar.
Yeah.
save
Yeah, I
Ragnar
know.
from
But other than
Valhalla.
that, what else was satisfying in Last Kingdom? Alfred died through Crohn's disease, technically. I mean, I hated Alfred.
No, he was a horrible character, but again, he did so well acting.
Yes, I know.
He's the only one I can put up against.
But if Uhtred
Tyrion,
killed him, it would have
you know what I
been
mean?
awesome. But he didn't.
Right, because he's a sucker.
Exactly. What was more satisfying death in the Last Kingdom? You were like, yes, this is fucking awesome. Game of Thrones was that. When Ramsay's died.
Scade, but again, not on that level, not on these levels.
Exactly.
I get it. I understand.
Yeah.
I understand.
The only one for me on The Last Kingdom was we just just lost his name. We were just talking about
Sigtryggr?
no
Ethelwald.
Ethelwald.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Ethelwald was the only one
Yeah,
I was
he was the only one that I'm like, I cannot wait till he's fucking dead.
exactly.
Yeah, his cousin that killed the one of Bebbanburg.
No, who's the guy who told Ethelwald to kill Ragnar? What was his name?
What?
Who told Ethelwald to Brida's? Oh, Canute.
Oh, Canute.
No, not
Canute.
Canute.
Yeah,
Canute.
Canute.
Oh, Canute. Yeah,
Canute.
yeah.
Yeah.
Him dying was okay.
Great fight scene.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Great fight scene. I will give both shows credit. The fight scenes in both are incredible.
Oh,
Yes.
also when Ragnar killed Kirjan? No.
Kjartan.
Kjartan? Yeah, that was
Yeah.
okay. That was nice to see. Yeah.
Again, not on the level of Thrones. I agree.
yeah.
Listen, guys, for me, these two are 1 and 2, or 1A and 1B if you want. Season 8 is the reason I am putting Last Kingdom above Thrones.
But you can't because the movie and season 8 are in the same as that category.
They're not.
They are. They're both just
Look,
good.
more people are upset. Well, because more people watch Game of Thrones.
Right.
Are more upset with season 8 than the movie. People that watch.
Now
Game of
listen,
Thrones.
The Last Kingdom.
for sure.
If season 6 sucked, if they made a season 6, I would agree with you. They didn't. They made a separate movie with the only thing that's the same is the producers and some of the actors. Season 8 is a direct continuation of Thrones, correct?
Absolutely.
It is.
Yeah.
Last Kingdom is not.
It's not.
So
It
because
happens
all right.
years later. Like
So your only argument is because they made a time frame choice is the reason why it doesn't suck as bad as season 8.
no, I think they're in the same universe. I don't think they're a direct
They're
continuation.
definitely in the same
No, I think they're in the same
Well,
room.
right.
I think they're in the same room as
Yeah, I
far
don't think
as
they're at
being
the
bad.
same table.
I do.
Season 8 is worse than that movie.
Yes, it is.
But that's the only
Yes, it
argument
is.
that you have.
That's it, though.
But for me, Andy, that's the only reason that I'm picking Last Kingdom over Thrones.
Yes, you're just gonna bypass the rest of the seasons of greatness over.
Yes, because it knocks it down a peg.
So the movie has to knock the other show down a peg.
Not many.
A little bit.
Not many
No,
shows.
a tiny
Not many
bit.
shows have good endings. Sopranos trash.
True. Can I tell you when I saw that
Lost.
ending, I thought my
Trash.
cable went out.
Okay, if we're going by that, if we're going by your logic, number one show in the entire world ever, Succession.
No, because I heard the last episode was not even that
Phenomenal.
good.
It's phenomenal.
It was a good episode.
The last.
The
It's
last
phenomenal.
episode,
Someone said it was just a little better than The Sopranos. I was like, all right.
No.
What's that?
No.
Someone said it was just like it was slightly better than The
Nope.
Sopranos ending.
Nope.
Well, tell whoever someone said that to take a long walk up a short
No.
pier.
Yeah,
It's
sure.
a fantastic episode. It's a fantastic episode, but I'm not going by that.
Yeah.
Bran becomes the king.
What's wrong with that?
That's so terrible.
Three-eyed Raven.
That's terrible.
His
he
whole
foresees
story,
everything.
his whole storyline is awful.
Oh yeah, that was terrible.
Now listen,
Terrible.
before I even watched
No,
Last
what about
King,
Hodor?
great episode, good episode,
Good
yeah,
episode,
yeah.
yeah.
That's what Bran's storyline though.
It's 10 minutes of Bran's storyline.
Right.
Before I even watched Last Kingdom,
Oh, Hodor.
there are moments of Bran's storyline that I'm like, can I get away with fast forwarding this? It sucks. Mm-hmm. It sucks.
I mean, let's face it. After that scene of Hodor, his Bran's acting range from there is
Rough.
awful. He had one emotion, one look.
Well, he was three-eyed Raven, so he just had to. He was just, I don't know, apathetic. He was always apathetic.
He did what?
He was always apathetic. He was just chilling.
How did he look like?
Yeah, what did he do?
Just this.
Like he's high all the time?
Right.
Yeah.
I don't know. I just...
Like when he said at the end, he was like, "Why do you think I came all this way?" Shut the fuck up.
Well, he knew.
Yeah, what do you mean? I thought you didn't want any
I
of
thought
that.
you didn't want any of it, right?
Right, none of it. You
No,
didn't
all of a
want any of
sudden,
it.
all of a
Who
sudden,
else would have been king?
I can't
That's not the point. The
I
point
can't be
is-
Lord of Winterfell. I'm no longer a Stark.
Right.
Who was his words?
Who would
Oh,
have been
but
king?
you can be the king?
Who
Right.
would have been king besides Bran? Nobody.
anybody but Bran.
No.
Bran would have been a good hand.
No, dude. Huh?
Yeah, he
Can't
knows
protect
everything.
The king he can't walk.
The hand
The
doesn't
hand
protect
doesn't
the king.
protect the king.
Yes, he does.
He has
He
guards,
has
you
to.
dumb
Well,
fuck.
okay, he has to like at least stand by his
All
side.
right.
If something happens, he
Okay.
gets to defend him.
No, can I ask you a question? Who the hell is
The hand-
Tyrion? Who the hell was Tyrion fighting?
Yeah.
Tyrion ain't fighting nobody and winning.
You've been.
Why is that?
Huh?
Why is that?
It's too slow.
It's too slow.
The hand has to protect the king. You don't think so?
No.
That's not
So
his
you
job.
think Sean
They
Bean,
have- they- hold
Sean
on.
Bean was not going to protect the king?
They have
If they got into a
something
fight.
called the
No.
King's Guard.
The King's Guard.
Hold
Who's
on.
the King's
Hold on.
Guard?
Hold on. You just said that Sean Bean's character, Ned Stark, was supposed to protect the king.
You don't,
When-
you don't
no,
think
no.
he was going to?
When he was doing his duties, he never wore a sword. Never had a weapon on him.
The hand's job is to advise the
Advise the
king,
king, yeah.
not
But you're
protect the
saying
king.
though, you don't think that if someone was going to attack the king, you don't think Sean Ben would just watch him and be like, oh,
Well, yeah, because
has
he
to
would have done something.
well,
or tried.
also because Sean Bean likes to die in everything he makes. They always kill that poor
he's gonna
fucking
fight.
guy.
Yeah, they do.
Poor Sean.
I'm just saying he would definitely not let the king fight by himself.
Okay, that's different than what you said prior. You said that his job is to protect the king.
Right, and it's
That's not true.
His job is to advise.
I think Peter Dinklage, Tyrion would be the best hand.
Absolutely not.
What?
Could not stand him.
Why?
Because one thing you realize after you watch season, I want to say it's 6, 7, definitely 8, but when he became the hand to Daenerys, you slowly start to realize, then you watch it over, that he is the number one reason why she did not succeed taking over the Seven Kingdoms.
The writing in
Oh,
7
duh.
8 is awful.
Right, so how is he going to be a good hand if he's single-handedly the main reason why she...
Dude, he
does
is a
not
Lannister. Why would he want a Targaryen to take over?
He was brilliant in the beginning, and then they just couldn't write his character well.
No, he was just terrible.
The best hand of the
That
king
is your opinion.
was Tywin Lannister.
Yes, he was the best.
He had a military mind.
yeah.
Plus, he knew what was going on.
He was also one of the best characters over on the show.
My top 2 for me.
Yep. Who would be your number one?
Maybe him. I'm not sure.
So who would you change him with number 2?
I don't know, man.
Tyrion for his acting
Acting was great.
in the beginning.
Yes, character was terrible.
But the season when he's like on trial, he is absolutely brilliant as an actor.
Acting's
His
great.
character is
Yeah,
brilliant.
yeah.
I would say probably. I think Tywin might be my favorite.
He was great.
That scene where he's butchering that deer and talking to Jamie is unbelievable.
The dialogue in that scene is
Well, and we just did a draft of movie quotes, right? I mean, listen, Tywin's got a ton of quotes.
So many
that
words, yeah.
Dude, any king that must say is I'm the king is not a king or whatever.
Yeah.
He's unbelievable.
Did he say like the wolves don't care opinions of sheep?
Oh,
that's like
absolutely.
That's awesome.
Wolves don't.
You said something about
wolves
that.
don't concern themselves with the opinions of sheep.
Yeah,
he's unbelievable. I'll be honest. He's as an actor.
Him
Charles
saying that
Dance,
if you have to say you're the king, you're not the king. That was like the best.
It's so great.
Yeah.
I mean. He's actually in a show I just started watching. No, I finished.
Why is he in more shit, dude? He was
in
awesome.
the show Rabbit Hole on Paramount.
Yeah.
He's good, man. I like him a lot.
You know what I like him the best in? The Underworld series.
He's in that.
Okay,
the vampire movies.
Okay,
yeah, he is the dad to
is
the
there
main actor.
An actor like that on Last Kingdom?
What?
Like Tywin?
I
don't think so.
As an actor?
Yeah.
Well,
No,
you say Alfred.
I think just Alfred's
Just
the best
Alfred,
actor.
yeah.
Alfred.
That's about it.
Tywin or Alfred?
Tywin.
Yeah.
Tywin.
Yeah.
Tyrion or Alfred? Tyrion probably by a little bit.
And what shows are they on?
Game of Thrones.
Just wondering.
Just wondering.
Yeah, how's this dick taste in your mouth, Carlos?
Do you guys also remember the Bohemian Rhapsody Game of Thrones song?
Yes, yeah.
Another masterpiece that's about Game of Thrones. Do the Last Kingdom have a song?
Do they?
I don't think
know.
so.
Probably
Actually,
not.
they probably do.
I'm sure we could find one.
Yeah. Was it better than
just
Game of Thrones? One Bohemian Rhapsody is a classic.
Yeah.
Right.
And then they realized Game of Thrones is a classic. Let's put two and two together. And
Listen,
make an ultimate
you guys
classic.
are trying to bait me into something. I understand. I understand the giant that is Game of Thrones. I know you both like Last Kingdom.
Yeah.
Carlos, is Last Kingdom the best show on Netflix? Original series? He thinks Stranger Things. I think Last Kingdom.
Cobra Kai.
Never die.
Cobra Kai is awesome.
Yeah, better than Last Kingdom?
I would say Last Kingdom and Stranger Kings are in the same like 1A, 1B.
It's easier to watch Cobra Kai though, because the episodes are only like 20 minutes long.
Yeah, and it's just, it's
just
a
like
little different. It's a different show, too. You know what I mean?
Like these shows, you have to pay attention.
Oh, and listen, Last Kingdom and Game of Thrones, the names of everybody. Listen, Last Kingdom's even worse than Thrones.
I had to watch
You
with
got
subtitles. I don't know what the fuck
you
they're
got
saying.
Ethelstan, Ethelwald,
Ethelfled.
Ethelfled. There's so many people. Like,
It's not terrible.
It's awful.
What's
It is terrible.
Uhtred's not his real dad, but the dad who like adopts him? Ragnar's dad. What's his name?
Ragnar.
Ragnarsson.
Ragnar Ragnarsson.
Yeah, Ragnar. Yeah.
And then you have Ragnar the older.
Yeah, I was like, what the hell?
Well, because Uhtred's real name is Osper.
Oh, that's right. Yeah,
and then he gets rebaptized after the first Uhtred dies.
Yeah.
And then he becomes Uhtred, son of Uhtred. A little
yeah.
weird. Yeah.
Yeah. Just a little bit. Just a little bit.
Now listen, you guys have given me so much negative about Last Kingdom. There's not a lot though. It's a fantastic show.
It really is.
I don't want the people out there to be
like,
like, I'll never watch this show because these two fucking hate it. It really is fantastic.
all right, look.
It is.
It is a really good show. You know how much I like it. I do like the show.
I just want a little. I want a little. Listen, you've been tugging on him all night. I want you to reach over the table and tug a little bit. You know?
You want a little touch? A little touch
I
on the
feel
table?
left out,
You want a little
you
tickle?
know?
You want a little tickle? Listen. All right. Here's your little tickle. Uhtred, for me, one of the best characters. Very complex.
What? You just said he's a sucker.
He is a sucker, and he's a sucker because he doesn't keep his word to his family, but
does keep his word to
Alfred.
But that's why
and
that's why I say he's a very complex character because he's very divided throughout the entire
Yeah, I
series.
do like Uhtred is he will not bend the knee. Not game. What he was like, he'll never like shows respect to Alfred.
Oh, right.
That's what I like. He'll never kneel.
Yeah, there's a moment
He does not
actually,
kneel.
There's a moment he actually kidnaps Alfred for a minute with a knife to his throat. I mean,
No, but by the end of it, he does.
But he
he
never
does show
kneels.
homage.
He never kneels to
Well,
Alfred.
he doesn't kneel, but he doesn't have to because he gives service to Alfred in different ways. So he doesn't never have to kneel to Alfred, but he gives service to Alfred when he tells him he's going to protect this kid and raise him.
yeah, but season 5 when he fucks Edward is awesome. That's a great twist that I didn't remember.
forgot about that actually.
Because Edward thinks like, oh, we're together now. Now I can rule all of England. And Uhtred's like, nah, we're Saxon and Dane. Like I'm not. You know. Now listen. Shout out to Alexander Dreymon. He's an unbelievable Uhtred. I don't know what else he's in. I don't know what else he's gonna be in the future. But to me, he's unbelievable.
I can't see him anything but Uhtred. Like watch him in a movie or a show. You're Uhtred.
Well, there are certain characters out there in the world that do other acting things that I'm still like, listen, it happens with Jaime Lannister.
Yeah.
There's a movie on Netflix that he's in. I forget the name of it. He's like he runs prisons and stuff like as a gangster.
Oh, really?
It's called Shot Caller. It's actually a really good show.
It's phenomenal. But every time I watch it, I'm like, oh, that's Jaime Lannister.
You're right.
Like that, you know what I mean? Certain people just, and I think Uhtred is the same way. Dreymon, whatever he's in from now on, I'm gonna be like, oh, that's Uhtred. That's Uhtred.
I mean, yeah.
Destiny is all.
I do hate his stupid voice.
Oh,
dude,
God.
Okay, hold on. Is this?
Destiny is all.
I like to think this is pretty good. Hold on.
Do you think that I would actually ever do that?
Yeah, hold on. I can do it. I can actually do it. I think I do it pretty well.
Yeah.
Alfred told me that I must go to Bebbanburg and fight for him, but I will not. Because destiny is all. I must go save Ethelflaed. She is the woman that I
I
love.
can't stand the way he talks like that. Like so bad.
Listen, he's great, dude.
Right. Can you just fall in one battle because of that accent?
Listen, and I will say, obviously, Game of Thrones has a ton of secondary characters, but Finan and Citric, I don't know if I love any Game of Thrones characters secondary like I love those three together.
No love for Baby Monk, huh? Come on.
Well, he does die.
I know.
Yeah, baby.
Was it Osford? No.
Osford.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I'm just saying, like, obviously, like, you know,
when that scene when he dies, and Uhtred's like, where's like he was like, where's my fucking boy?
Yeah,
like, where's he?
right.
Like you could tell, like, bro, like he was like,
yeah. Listen, Robb Stark, Theon Greyjoy, Bronn. I don't know. There's a Jorah. There's a ton of secondary characters. I don't know if I like any of the secondary characters like I like Finan and Citric.
Yeah, I would say like Bronn is probably my favorite secondary character in the show, but I like Citric and Finan better.
I do like Bronn.
Bronn's awesome.
Finan is great, and I love that episode where they're slaves together, and then they kind of grow and become, you know, best friends or whatever you want to call it. I don't know.
You know what we haven't talked about yet? One of the greatest
theme song.
The girls on the show.
No, it is one of the best.
You win if we're talking females.
Yep.
If we're talking females,
I think we got that down.
Yeah.
Sansa. But no, is one of the best.
Even Ygritte.
Oh,
the cave scene.
Ooh.
Oh.
I never want to leave this cave. Yeah, I wouldn't either.
Yeah,
I'm good too.
Well, I do know. Well, so one of my favorite is fucking Tormund, dude. He's Tormund. He's the best, dude.
He is
Yeah.
cool.
He is the best. I love that guy.
Yeah.
So, what I was gonna say is as far as overall, just as an actor, not a character, just as an actor, and their portrayal of a character, I thought was absolutely phenomenal. Baelish.
Yes.
I thought Baelish was phenomenal because he's genuinely another one that made you dislike
and him dying too was so great.
I put his death right next to Joffrey's death as satisfaction of them dying. And then like when
it's a good twist too because
she was like, how do you plead, Lord Baelish? And I was like, oh yeah, fucking get him.
I saw that coming.
I knew she wasn't gonna hurt her own sister.
Yeah. I knew she wasn't gonna put her sister to trial, but when she turned to him and said, "Lord, Baelish," I got so amped.
He was kind of like the way he's like, "Oh, what do you mean?" Like he was.
Yeah.
He actually was like surprised. Yeah.
Like, listen, throughout all the seasons, he did a great job as an actor with this character.
Yeah, that
you had no idea if he was good or bad. The whole time. You didn't know.
Yeah,
you didn't know, and he was
snake.
kind of a creepy pervert who ran these brothels, but like. Yeah, phenomenal. Dude.
Yep.
Listen, I'll agree. In terms of acting and in terms of awards and things like that, Game of Thrones blows it out of the water. I get it.
We win.
Which one am I going to watch more often? It's a
Game of Thrones.
It's both. I'm going to watch both of them. Again, we just talked about how there's little to nothing on TV now.
Yeah.
I'm gonna watch them both. I don't know. I couldn't think of another heavyweight to go. Now, guys, listen, we kind of picked this battle because they're both similar shows too.
Yes, they are.
Obviously, we could do Game of Thrones versus Sopranos, Band of Brothers, The Wire, things that are really like
big
Emmy award winning,
yeah,
cable television, like that kind of stuff. But we didn't want to do that. We kind of wanted to go in the realm of similar shows. You know what I mean? Like sword fighting, fantasy, a little bit. Obviously, you know, Last Kingdom's a little more.
It's a little more realistic.
Reality,
yeah.
You know, but obviously, this could have been. You could have taken Vikings with this, or you know what I mean? Like, we just tried to go a little bit similar here, and I love.
Also, was kind of crazy about this show was that these people like don't meet up outside of the show because they all live in different parts of the world until the last episode of season 7.
Yes,
yeah. That was the first time they were all on the same set
makes it
together.
even crazier. It's like, I'm thinking like they all know each other.
No,
they don't.
No, well, and did you know that Cersei and Bronn actually could not be in the same room together?
That was part of their contract.
Part of their contract.
Yeah, they were dating and
Yeah.
had such a bad breakup.
Yeah.
That part of their contract for season 7 and 8, like we can't be on the same.
Well, even when they filmed that final scene, they had to film his part first, and then her part.
Well, when they're walking to that meeting, Bronn says to Podrick, like, "Oh, this is not for us. Let's go get a pint of beer."
Oh yeah, let's get the big dollar.
Let's go get some ale, and that was because they couldn't be together.
Yep.
I mean,
but that was insane. Like, had they all meet together.
That was huge for them.
Huge.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that
took
was
7 seasons.
Yep.
To meet on the same screen. That's crazy.
Yeah, like I said, on a scale, Thrones is much larger.
Like, what kind of show does that?
I don't know.
No.
I don't think there's a show on the scale of Game of Thrones.
No.
I'm not sure there ever really will be.
There's 2 types of people in this world. People who love Game of Thrones and people who never watched Game of Thrones.
Okay. All right. Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
you're not wrong.
No one who watches it says, I hate this show. If you do, you're just saying that just to be like, try to be like different.
Just to be Andy.
Just, yeah.
Right. Oh, it's too vulgar. It's too
Or
much
like, no,
sex.
I don't like the show.
Too
Like,
much.
why? I just don't. Like, dude, no.
Right.
Just stop.
Well,
You're trying to be different, but you're not.
We talked about this with Big Bang. Why do people not like Big Bang?
It's not smart enough to
It's
understand
not
this. Yeah.
Game of Thrones. Do you not have the attention span to pay attention long enough, like to remember names or
But that's the thing.
houses
if they don't,
or families?
but then they don't watch it. They're not gonna watch the show and be like, "This show sucks."
No, my point to you
they
is
pay
that
attention.
like, are you too stupid to get it? Is that why you're not enjoying it?
Exactly.
Because it really,
Yeah.
both shows, I will admit, they're not lacking anything. They have everything. They have romance. They have a little bit of comedy aspect to it. They have obviously tons of action, tons of gore, tons of. What's missing? Nothing.
Nothing.
I would say the only thing that's probably missing from each of them is proper closure. At the end, proper closure.
Okay.
Because you don't get it from Game of Thrones. I thought it's crap, and I don't feel it from the movie. Because they're supposed to give you closure at the movie. I just don't feel it.
Yeah, I think the movie, I didn't mind as much because they left it up to me to decide what Uhtred did in that moment.
Right.
And Andy hasn't seen it, so I'm not going to blow it up.
And you know what that's called? No closure.
No.
I don't even know if I'm gonna watch the movie.
And I would,
it's like
and
not
I would explain it because
it got like no hype.
At least watch the movie.
Yeah, I
Just
mean, I know I
watch
will
it.
for sure, but it got like no hype. So I'm just kind of like.
Well, and I don't want to give it away for you. It's just left ambiguous, which I don't hate because, again, we're kind of left to decide what Uhtred does in that moment.
Right.
I thought you gasped.
No, he was young, and dude, he's old as shit,
True,
so he's getting kind of tired.
Who?
Whoever.
Me? Oh.
Yeah, yeah.
Listen.
No, I agree. And season 8, again, there's no closure whatsoever.
What are
Zero.
you talking about? Everyone dies. Bran becomes king. John goes back to the wall. Yeah, but that's the closure.
Now, John, listen, I'll admit, John kind of gets what John wants. John wants to be king beyond the wall.
He wants to be free and gone.
Yeah.
And he's chilling with his boy Tormund. Great ending for him.
Yeah.
And I think we will. I don't know for certain. I've heard a lot of conflicting reports if we're getting another Jon Snow show.
I heard that.
No,
Was
so that we were supposed to be. It was being written.
It's going up and down.
Has it?
What's going to happen?
It was go, then it was no. Now I think it's back to go.
But what's going to happen though? Like the White Walkers are dead. He doesn't need to go back to like Westeros.
Yeah, but they could fight each other. I mean, you know that.
Why would he fight Tormund? That's his boy.
Yeah, but what about those people that eat other people, the Thens? They might fight them. Who knows?
Oh, yeah, I
You know what I
guess
mean?
so.
And
Yeah.
let's not forget, the dragon took Daenerys, and we still don't know where he went.
She's dead.
But we don't know that. People die in Game of Thrones all the time and been
she's
brought
dead.
back. She's dead, but so was Jon Snow.
Yeah, but the Red Queen brought him back to life.
Right. So where did the dragon bring Daenerys?
The dragon doesn't know
Red
what
Queen?
to do.
The dragon is magic.
Red Queen is nice.
The dragon is magic. It knows where to go. It feels it. It gravitates to magic.
Well, and there's
I
rumors that it
guarantee
went
you-
back to
Right.
Valeria.
And I guarantee you
Come
that
on.
if they do a snow, they play that.
on.
They finish that scenario.
So you think she's gonna come back to life?
Why not?
John
That'd be
did.
terrible.
John did.
John did.
Yeah, but he had to.
Yeah, but he did. I'm
He
just
had
saying
to.
that he.
Bro, if he
Thoros of me, or what's
If
his
he
name?
died-
He brought back Beric Dondarrion like 8 times or whatever.
I
it
think it
was.
was
Can,
awesome.
can you imagine Daenerys as the new Snow Queen?
That's who I would probably pick to fight Uhtred and sing.
Who?
The dude with the flaming swords.
Thoros.
They see the
Oh,
dude with
okay.
the flaming
No,
swords.
he was a
they're
drunk.
gonna shit themselves.
He was a drunk.
Yeah.
They're gonna shit themselves. Like, how the fuck does this guy make fire out of his sword? How we compete with that?
I don't know.
You can't. So that dude's Anyone in that Suicide Squad?
I'm curious to see what we're gonna get. Carlos,
There's
with
no
you.
way she's gonna come back in the show. Come on.
Well, listen, HBO has a ton of stuff in development and in the works. I'm curious to see what we get.
Wait, you
As a
honestly
sequel.
think that Daenerys Targaryen is gonna come back, if they make a Jon Snow series?
All right. Let me ask you a question. Let me ask you a
jump on
question.
Andy's team just to fight you.
Oh, I love it. Bring it on, because I'm ready. Let me ask you a question. One, why would they leave that scene so ambiguous and not definitive?
Because the whole season was shit writing.
That's
Bro.
it's not the point.
Dude,
That is the point.
It is the point. But
no,
the point I'm
because
making
you can't
is
have the dragon just stay there and just chill with them with them.
Right,
He
so
has
why-
to leave.
so
Right,
why-
all of a sudden he's John's pet now
Yeah.
after he kills the fucking
So-
girl.
He's just
but-
gonna hang out with them. Like,
but
there's
why
no way.
why take Daenerys then? She's already dead.
That's
What,
the queen.
but what use does a dead body have to a dragon?
He doesn't know that.
He does know that.
He's
yeah,
got-
but what are they gonna do? What's he gonna do?
Dude,
He's a dragon.
This is what he probably did. He scooped her up and just dropped her in the water.
For the same reason a dragon.
He probably ate her.
He probably did
He
eat her.
didn't, bro. Let me tell you something. They left that open-ended for a reason. I guarantee you, if they do some form of
No, because
follow-up,
Daenerys has no family. The dragons are the only, like, she was like their mother. So that's why they're upset. They took the mother. That's it,
To
bro.
bury her.
Yeah, that's
To
it.
properly whatever.
The dragon's not
way.
going to bring her back to life.
no way.
No,
The
there's
dragon is
no-
going to
Bro,
bring
come
her
on.
There's
to.
no way.
The dragon is going to take her to where magic is strong because they already,
dragon doesn't know.
They already
It can't
said
read.
in the show the dragons know magic.
No.
Why not? Why not bring you to? Why not bring you to
Okay.
a rare pieces?
Okay, when this new Snow show comes out, however long it is and however
I guarantee you, she's part of it.
put a wager on it.
All right, what you want?
Give us an amount. Because we're against you on this.
Yeah.
There's no way that Emily Clark and Daenerys are rejuvenated and come back to life.
There's no
In a new
shot.
Snow show.
She comes back as a villain. She doesn't come back as a normal person. She doesn't come back as Jon Snow.
No. No.
Watch, she's coming back.
No. I'll bet you $1,000.
No
She's
way.
coming back.
No way.
She's coming back.
She's already in Secret Wars with Samuel L. She's in Marvel now. She's done.
She's not done.
She's not coming back. Dude.
She'll
She
go
is dead.
where she's paid to go. All right, and they throw her a
Yeah,
fat
and
bag.
HBO don't want her.
Nah.
If they do
she's
the
done.
snow show, she comes
No,
back.
she's done.
No, she's
I'm
not.
telling you right now.
Nope.
There's no way.
There's fucking flying dragons and
None of
people with
these
magic.
people
You
are
don't
gonna be
think
on-
you don't think they'll find a way to get
None
her
of
back?
these people, except for maybe Tormund's going to be on the show. Maybe Arya and Sansa, maybe.
All right, so what? So
And even that,
maybe.
maybe.
So
Tormund
if
definitely
he,
will
if he
be.
meets him back at the wall,
Yeah,
maybe.
if he goes back to
All
but
right.
he can't. He can't
Maybe
leave.
what's his name that runs the Night's Watch now? The long what's his name? Who's in charge of the Night's Watch now?
Oh, fuck, what was it?
Not Pip,
All right.
not Kren. I forget his name.
forget
You know
his
who I'm
name.
talking about.
Yeah, I do.
Right. So actually, this if they redid the Snow Show, right? If that goes to fruition,
Yeah.
there has to be, based on every other fucking booking episode that they've done, a big bad. You got a bunch of little bads. The Night King from episode 1.
I think it's
Second.
I think we pick up beyond the wall with Jon and Ghost and Tormund. And
Right,
there's some kind of threat beyond the wall.
But what's the
agree.
big
like
bad?
the Fens or whatever.
But
I agree.
that's not enough for a whole fucking full season.
Of
show.
course it is. That's all we do in entertainment now. We remake shit
No, listen.
and give us just a little bit of nostalgia.
No, Game of Thrones started.
No.
Episode 1, first fucking scene was the White Walker. That was the first scene.
And it ended.
Yeah, and
with
then they
the
ruined it.
That's the point of them ruining it is not the point. The point is episode
It's my
1,
point.
scene 1. They gave you their big bad for the series, but they had a bunch of other little bullshit
It
wars.
took him 5 seasons to get across the fucking thing.
Yeah, and then all of a sudden he was done. He was dead in 2 episodes because of Arya.
No, he was done in 1 episode. Fucking shit sucked.
Was it 2? It was 2.
He was done in 1 episode. The fucking long night.
Yeah, he got killed. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, which long night,
Terrible.
guys.
All right.
First of all, can we flip a light switch on? I gotta watch that episode in complete darkness,
Complete
just to
darkness.
see anything.
Yeah, but that was a
Jesus
great. That was
Christ!
a great scene. That was a great episode.
No, I fully agree with you. But why the fuck is it so
Can you
dark?
tell me you could watch it at like normal light?
I think so. I don't remember.
No, fucking way.
No way.
No fucking way.
No way.
Yo, I have to put my fucking sun
brightness
blocking
all the way
curtains
up.
on.
Yeah.
Make sure everything's dark.
No way.
So know what I'm watching.
That's my opinion for the Snow Show. You have yours. He and I have
Yeah.
ours. I don't see it. I just don't see it.
I think it'll be a dumbass use of show if it's just him fighting Thens and then him fighting another small group of whatever. There needs to be a big bad to kind of make it all worth it. Like,
You got to realize
if
that.
he's going to
But
have a
it's
bunch
not,
of
though.
bullshit
They're
You
not
battles,
gonna
have to
the
realize
budget for
that
that.
Jon Snow and Tormund.
so why do it?
Bro, if she comes back
Just
with those,
a cash grab. That's all
if
this is
she
now.
comes back with those dragons, they don't stand a chance against her. It's over.
You know what? Maybe it's about time the fucking bad guy wins. Maybe it's about time.
But then the show would not be about
You
Jon
think
Snow.
they're gonna have a show named Snow
And
and,
then
let
have him
Daenerys
die?
win?
It needs to happen.
Oh my!
John should have been dead 10 times over.
This is your boy.
I
This is
know.
your boy. You guys have been on the same side all day, and he starts
That
talking.
was
this
another
shit.
crazy scene when
First
they
of
killed,
all,
when they killed
we're
Jon
talking about
Snow,
Game
that
of
was
Thrones,
crazy.
not Snow. It's 2 different things.
Yeah.
True. True. This
In
is
the
just
Game
a
of
little
Thrones, when they
preview.
did kill Jon Snow, that was another like holy shit.
Yeah.
And we had to wait a whole year to realize what the fuck.
That's right.
was
That
That
was-
pissed me off too.
that was the
They went a
first-
whole
that was
season.
fucking crazy.
That was the finale. Yeah.
Yeah.
Finale. It's a traitor, and then they all fucking for the
Now
watch.
I didn't
for the
have to watch it like that because I didn't watch it
Oh, you did?
originally.
I thought you did.
No, I catched up. I
Oh,
caught
you
up
did?
afterwards.
Oh, no, I
So
got
I was
stuck.
just like, oh, keep going.
I started watching it when season 4 was ended. So like,
Okay.
that's when I started watching it, and then I was like, I remember texting my buddies like, "What the fuck just happened?"
No,
it was
listen.
crazy.
I watched all 6
So
seasons.
we
and,
thought, because I literally thought he died.
Me too.
And I was like, no fucking way.
And then
just
we had
kill
to
him. And like Bran and Rickon is gonna be the ones who fucking take over. I was like, no way. Like,
Rickon and Dickon.
Listen, I only watched
Oh,
season 7 and
God.
8 live. Everything else I
really?
caught. I had
Oh,
to catch
okay,
I
up.
watched 1 through 4 on
Yeah.
DVD.
Let me
and
tell
it's
you,
5,
I
6,
watched
7,
1
8.
through 6 in like 2 weeks.
Yeah, you did.
I was doing like 6
at
episodes
work.
a night.
Yeah, I remember you. I was like, you were catching up.
I was
fast.
hooked. I was hooked immediately.
'Cause I remember you talking about it at work. Like, dude, next day, you'd be like, yeah, I'm already finished season 1. I was like, what the fuck already?
No, dude, I was like 8 p.m. to like 2 a.m. back then.
Then Monday,
Yeah.
we worked that Monday shift. Next Monday, season 3 already. I was like, you watched two seasons
Dude,
already?
I went hard, man. It's phenomenal. I don't disagree with you guys.
And then
I
also another thing with Game of Thrones, like we're like we know the episode, like Battle of Blackwater, Battle of Bastards, Last Kingdom. I can't name a single episode I remember.
By title, no. I could tell you. I could tell you when it
And
happened.
they had a
you know what I
pattern,
mean?
like every episode 9, you knew it was gonna be a fucking banger.
Oh, that was the one.
Every
Something
episode,
crazy happened.
9, you knew it was gonna be like, holy shit. This
Well,
is
and I mean,
well, after the first like 3 or 4 like seasons, I was
well,
like, all right,
listen,
episode 9's gonna be
season
sick.
6 to have Battle of the Bastards and then Winds
Oh,
of Winter.
dude, unreal.
That's the greatest 2 weeks of television
I
ever.
know, I know.
I mean,
That was a good 2 weeks.
that
Those
was
are
2
2
weeks.
really good episodes. 2 real good episodes.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I mean,
man.
listen. I think it's safe to listen. They both shows are good in their own right. Both shows fall short.
Like I said,
in their own
I am
right.
a Last Kingdom fan.
Right, like I said, we're both fans of Last Kingdom. We're just
Like another scene I like.
and I'm
I
a
like
huge
Last
fan
Kingdom.
of Thrones.
Yeah. Is when they're like getting their ass kicked, and then Edward's like holding the army. Then they go out and they save Uhtred.
Oh, listen, when
Great
Uhtred
episode.
jumps that shield wall
That was crazy too.
is unbelievable. Listen, both
gangster.
shows the fight scenes are the highlight.
Yep.
Thrones again has a little bit better acting than Last Kingdom, but the fight scenes in both are unbelievable. They do a great job choreographing and doing all that. It's phenomenal. It really is.
Who did he fight when he jumped the shield wall? It was the first. It wasn't the one who killed
He was trying to get to.
Score. No, Score.
I don't remember.
I don't remember either.
Nope. Lost on that one.
But he killed like.
And they got away.
His wife and his.
They got away.
Yeah,
Whoever
yeah.
it was, I don't remember.
Scorpa?
No.
Who's Scorpa?
Scorpio, I think, was the dark-haired one, right? He was the one
Nope,
with
he
scales.
was- No.
So which one was the one with scales?
Scorpio was the one where he met the. Remember, he took the one that saves Edward, the queen.
I can't remember.
She was like kind of a witch too. Iseult, Queen Iseult.
I don't remember.
I think so.
Scorpio double crossed Uhtred at one point, and
So-
then he tries to fight him. Yeah,
So who was the dark-haired guy? Bloodhead.
Bloodhair was.
Bloodhair.
Bloodhair,
Yeah.
yeah,
That was
yeah.
the one with scales.
Oh
Okay.
yeah.
Does he jump the shield wall when Leofrich dies? Is that why he jumps it? I don't remember. I don't remember fully.
Oh, dude, that dude was awesome too.
Leofrich was cool. Yeah,
Yep.
he's the one that gave him the arsling.
Yep.
He calls him
yeah, yeah.
arsling or whatever.
And I did like what was it, Otta, like the older one. He was the one who was like his-
Otter the older.
Otta, like,
yeah.
Otta the elder. Yeah, the
Elder,
son
yeah,
was
yeah.
the worst.
Yeah, well, he kills his son
Yep.
for betraying him. Yeah,
When he
yeah.
keeps talking back and he just kills him. I was like, oh, this is awesome.
Again, Last Kingdom has a ton of those surprise things. They're just not as built up
No.
like Thrones.
Well, they're not
is.
as surprising.
It's on a smaller scale.
Right.
No, they are surprising. I didn't know he was going to kill his own kid.
That is true, but
again,
it
it's
wasn't
just on a smaller
it wasn't
scale.
like
It's
a
not-
Yeah.
like no. I mean, yeah, he killed his
Like,
son,
listen,
which is
that-
crazy.
listen,
But
that's a shocking scene.
yeah.
Yeah.
Being a father of two of those little bastards. Like, you know what I mean? Like you never thought that you'd be in a situation where you have to put your own kid down.
I don't think you ever do. You would never do that.
Absolutely not.
Never.
The
No
world
matter-
would burn before I did that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like you would be on his side no matter what.
No matter
Yeah.
what.
Yeah.
Yeah. No.
Now, mind you, Thrones was something that when it was first released was released weekly. People had to wait. Last Kingdom was not. That you got 10 episodes
That
right
was
off
a
the rip.
plus. That was
That's
a plus.
what's
Netflix,
nice.
you
Yeah.
could just rip off
But they
10
do that shit
episodes
on purpose,
immediately.
though. To drop an episode weekly.
No, but I'm saying I think that's where
This-
like some of these surprises they weren't like as built up
Like,
because
people hosted Game of Thrones watch parties.
right, yeah, it was
That's
huge.
how big it was.
Right, I agree. Yeah, I mean, I'll take the L. I understand.
There's no Uhtred Bamberg costume for Halloween.
I'm
Jon
sure
Snow
there
costumes?
is.
Absolutely.
You're talking out of your ass, though. I'm sure there is.
You know what?
Go to the Spirit Halloween. There's probably no Last Kingdom costume.
Just go to. Oh my god.
But you go to Spirit Halloween, you would definitely find a Jon Snow costume.
I don't think so. I don't think
Absolutely.
so.
Absolutely.
Like in stock off the shelf? No way. Look, we're looking at it.
What? That's not even the Last Kingdom.
I know we're looking at Jon Snow, correct?
Oh.
Jon Snow.
$99 is a bit pricey.
No, look, this is 500.
Jeez.
Oh, that's like the original.
Yeah.
In Big Bang Theory,
Have another drink.
yeah. In the
Big Bang Theory.
what sword do they have?
They have Long Claw.
Longclaw.
Yeah, they don't have Uhtred's sword.
No.
I have Uhtred's sword across my chest, but that's different, you know.
But the Big
I
Bang
agree.
Theory doesn't talk about Last Kingdom.
Big Bang Theory was almost over, though, I think, right?
I don't know. What? I don't even know when it ended.
Last Kingdom is only 5 seasons. I think that it's pretty recent. So I think
It came
Big
out, what,
Bang-
2016?
something like that. When did Big Bang end?
Oh, 2000. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I'm not sure.
But They have long.
Did we find any Last Kingdom costumes?
Nope.
Did you Google Last Kingdom costume?
I don't think he did.
The Last Kingdom Halloween costumes.
Oh, he did.
Nothing?
This is what I'm getting.
Oh, just Jon Snow.
Jon Snow.
Oh, and,
No, what's
and
that Last
Vikings.
Kingdom right there on the third one down? Down.
Yeah, it
Last
looks
Kingdom,
like
what is
just a
that?
shirt.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
Just a sweatshirt.
Yep. See?
Yeah.
That doesn't even look like it, honestly.
I don't even, yeah.
That looks like an Assassin's Creed almost.
Right,
kind of
right.
thing.
Yeah. You know what that's called?
No, I know there is merch though. I'm wearing the merch. I know there is stuff.
There is.
Do you know what I mean? You can buy the sword, just like Longclaw.
Yeah.
I guess.
You know, I mean, I would like to buy a Longclaw for in here.
That would be kind of.
That'd be nice.
Nasty.
That'd be dope.
Andy.
I had to, yeah. You guys gotta tell me what to buy, and I'll buy it. No, if I'm buying Longclaw, that shit's staying at my house.
Yeah, seriously.
I'm not fucking saying that here.
You're right
Longclaw's
about that.
Longclaw's coming with me.
Longclaw is great.
100%
Yeah, Uhtred's sword
blurred
doesn't have a
steel.
name, does it? I don't think.
No.
Yeah.
Well, look, you can buy that stuff.
Oh, there you go.
Oh no, you will need the following items for your Uhtred Halloween custom.
Oh, that's like to piece it together.
Yeah.
See, those coats though are pretty nice.
He's a
Course
good looking. Uhtred's a good looking man.
He is.
He's a good looking dude.
All right. Well, let's wrap it up. Where we at?
Listen, there's not much more to say. I don't know if this is a one-parter or a two-parter.
Could be a two-parter.
And we might just have to split it up. We've been talking for over an hour about these two shows.
There's gonna be no prequel or sequel to The Last Kingdom, is there?
No.
I don't know. I don't think so. I haven't heard anything.
I don't think there's nothing in the works.
Obviously,
Game of Thrones server though, right?
Quite a bit, actually. Yeah.
Well, we okay.
Prequels.
Yeah.
More prequels.
Nice.
Another prequel just recently announced.
Nice.
You want to talk about a pacing issue? Let's talk about House of Dragon then, if you really want to go there.
Oh God, let's not go there.
The
This was
worst.
great. Not really watching.
8 episodes, and I think they spanned 40 years in 8 episodes or whatever it is.
That's terrible. They should have kept the first actress. She was so good.
The little one?
The little one. They should have kept her for a while. I thought she was
I
phenomenal.
had nothing against the new and the older version
What's
of
her
her. Emma Darcy.
No. Her name in the show. Rhaenyra.
Rhaenyra.
Rhaenyra,
Targaryen.
Yeah.
Millie Alcock, the younger one,
Yeah.
was so good.
That's the one I thought that they should have kept. That she should have had more.
Why
experience.
did we not just put some prosthetics on her or make her? I don't know. Whatever. I would have
Right.
waited 2 years till she got a little bit older looking. She was
Right.
phenomenal.
Thanks.
So let's not bring in prequels because I don't think that House of Dragon has really done that great of a job.
It might
yet.
be
Yeah.
great though.
Yeah,
There's
yeah.
potential to be awesome.
Yeah, but we've already had a full season, and I don't think it's anywhere near anything that Last Kingdom's done.
No.
You know? I don't know.
But they might. Who knows?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know.
Should have kept her.
Shoulda
She was
kept her, I
phenomenal.
agree.
She was phenomenal. She was truly phenomenal.
The only person I like in the show is Damon.
Well, that's the thing,
Damon's
too.
good.
That's the
He's
thing,
awesome.
too. Damon stayed the same, and they replaced the character of Rhaenyra.
Yeah.
And Damon, they didn't even make him look older.
No.
Like, oh, you stayed the same. Here you go.
Right.
Kristen Cole. He looks exactly the same. It's like, what are you guys doing? I don't know.
Yeah, but they changed Hightower, Alison Hightower, and Rhaenyra. They changed them both.
Right.
They should have kept them.
Yeah. I agree. Yeah, I don't think the prequels are helping your argument yet. I don't know what we're going to get.
I'm just saying they're making them, but
No, they are making them. Yeah, obviously, I haven't heard anything about...
people love Thrones so much. They're like, we need more.
We need more thrones.
Right, yeah.
Maybe they'll do the First Kingdom.
Instead of the Last Kingdom, yeah. Maybe we'll get a first, middle, and last
or
kingdom.
Middle
You never
Middle
know.
Kingdom. Maybe do the First Kingdom.
Now, I think part of the reason why we haven't seen any more Last Kingdom is because reality, like, do you know what I mean?
Yeah, like the
That's
history of-
something that's
right.
real.
Yeah.
They would have to do something completely
That's-
unwritten.
You're
You know
correct.
what I mean?
Absolutely.
So,
Yeah.
obviously, that's a little bit
It
different.
would have to like,
you know.
yeah, but then it's gonna be like someone else that made history instead of Uhtred, and it's gonna be a whole different show.
Oh, I forgot. Your boy Osferth, he's actually in House of Dragon. He plays Aemon Targaryen.
shit.
That's right. I forgot about him.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's actually in both shows. Yeah.
No shit.
All right, well, let's wrap it up. Guys, let us know your thoughts in the comments. I'm going to get eaten alive. I understand you guys all love Game of Thrones.
They'll probably in the comments gonna be like, "What's the Last Kingdom?"
Probably. If nothing else, I hope you take away from this that you should go watch it though.
It's a
At
good
the
show.
very least, yeah.
You
Give
should,
it
at
a
least,
shot.
you should at least go watch it. I think you will. If you enjoy Game of Thrones already, you will enjoy Last Kingdom. I guarantee you that.
For sure.
It is
You
really
might
good.
not think it's better. I do, but again, you will.
Like I got my
thoroughly
friends
enjoy
on it, and they say they fucking love it.
Right.
Like,
Yeah.
Jack
Yeah.
watched it. Tony watched it. Dude, they're like, yo, this shit's great. It's
Exactly.
awesome. They love it.
Yeah.
So
So, guys, let us know in the comments your thoughts. If I won today or got smashed in this battle.
smashed.
Yeah. All right.
Yep.
Well, whatever. We'll catch you next week.
Be sure to like and subscribe.
Later.